So good. After finding out about the trade, you posted this on Threads. Orlando Magic right now, 4 unprotected first picks.
Wow,
For Bane, you have a clown wig on, throwing up the peace sign. You have on an Orlando Magic jersey. So did the Magic get fleeced for Desmond Bane?
Fleeced? They're not fleeced. They're just dumb.
You think so?
What?
You think so?
It's Orlando. It's tax write-off. Like it's literally Orlando Magic. It's Orlando Magic. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but there's some teams out here that just don't care. So they don't care about their future. They're just,
They got something.
they're not good enough to win a championship to give away 4 unprotected. Like, you don't give away 4 unprotected first round picks because you don't know what they're going to turn into. Right? I mean, dynasties was built off of stupid decisions like this. That's how Lakers got a lot of picks. That's how Boston got unprotected. That's how, Detroit got the second pick. I mean, it could have been Melo or, but they chose, but that's how they got that pick, right? The trade is fine. It's the picks. You don't know what's going to happen to your team, right? At least protect it, at least top 3. But to have unprotected and you get the number 1, 2 pick if something happens to your team, you just lost that. But they don't really care about building. They want people right now because
This was a win now move, obviously.
win now, but a team that's not going to win now. You're not good enough to win now. Your franchise, I mean, from when I was there and before I was there, that is Disneyland. It's entertainment. They're not trying to win a championship. The grandfather was a tax write-off. The father was a tax write-off. The kids was a tax write-off. And the kids are the kids. Grant is a tax write-off. They're just using this for tax write-off. He owns the White Sox too. Tax write-off. I mean, but I mean, the smart man to say, I'll give you the 4 picks, but I'm going to at least protect top 4.
Did they have to give away that many though?
No.
They could have gave away 1 or 2, I guess.
Yeah. You want to get rid of KCP that bad? Goddamn.
Well, one of them picks ain't there, so it don't matter. Yeah. So it's just
Still though, it seemed like a lot though.
Then one of them it is what it is, man. Go ahead.
No, Bane. No.
Baines can play.
The trade itself is a good trade.
But the picks though, that's a lot of picks.
And they ain't gonna be in the lottery.
But
you don't know.
Their thought process is that they're going to be winning, that they're not going to have them picks no way. So
right.
So if the pick is in the 20s, they looking at it in that manner. So I know Jamal trying to win. I don't know what he's talking about.
There's been some great
Jamal Moses trying to win.
The coach
trying to win.
For sure.
I don't know. The front office, the owners, write-offs, all that shit, fine and dandy. I know the head coach. He trying to fucking win.
And they can. Tatum's hurt next year. The Celtics, the Pacers, ain't no juggernaut in the East no more right now. This is the time right now.
Young niggas gonna get better too.
At least next year. We don't know about the next year after that, but this coming year, anybody can win the East.
That's a squad.
So, Shai, what do you think about the Magic bringing in a proven 20-point per game scorer, 3-point threat, and Desmond Bane to help bolster their roster? They got Wagner, they got Paolo, Banchero, Jalen Suggs will be coming back this year. It seems.
Well, you have a sensible mind, right?
I'm a reasonable human.
Long-winded, but everything starts with foundation, correct? Right. I think you're building something. You start with the foundation, and they have foundation. They develop foundation. They show promise up until what, 3rd in the East, 2nd in the East, maybe even. For 2 years straight, they've been showing progression. And what's the one thing they lack?
Shooting.
At that what position?
2.
Okay. All right, so we handle that, right? Still got Anthony Black over there, Suggs. We still got some guys who can move and shape. This is one particular move, right? If you start with foundation, you're not going to sit there and rely on those unprotected picks to be something that you get down the line. You got to stand firm on we building from here. This is going to be a guy who's going to put us where Paolo can't double him. Wagner can't double him. Bane, you might want to send one sometimes. Coming off whatever, right? And then you don't know what you can get in the trade they might be setting up, which could bring somebody to Orlando. Now you look at Orlando, New York, and Cleveland, 3 teams that nobody would ever predict to go over and above Milwaukee, Philadelphia, and who was the other powerhouse in the East? Boston. Right? You think those would be there because of who they got, and then these other teams are starting to creep up because it's real basketball being played.
Yeah.
And it's small market. Okay, don't do that, George. We're not here for that, okay?
So speaking of the small
We're not
market,
here for that shit.
2024 Magic finished 5th in the East, go to 7 with the Cavs. Last season dealt with a bunch of injuries. Paolo and Wagner missed a ton of games.
Bunch of injuries, right?
Finished 7th.
Damn.
Finished 7th with a bunch of, but they main
Damn.
guys.
Injuries.
How many injuries?
Yeah, the main
I mean,
guys.
I mean, they missed at least 40 games.
So
Didn't
Banchero
shot,
and Wagner
though.
missed a ton of games.
I like you don't know, like you said,
Jalen
you don't
Suggs,
know what
obviously.
them picks gonna become, man. It could be something, it couldn't be something, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, man. Like
They got something for sure.
like we'll cross that bridge. They got somebody that you know what this motherfucker finna go out there and do right now. He's a 20-point scorer, he's shooting 40 from 3, whatever, high clip from 3, you know what he only do. So Desmond Bane a good basketball player, man.
Yeah.
We close. We close.
Like,
We
don't-
close.
He getting
And then we say we might not be close to win it, but what's New York?
Yeah, nah, man.
We feel like we can beat New York any given time we match up with them.
Yeah,
and Indiana. We feel like we got Indiana numbered.
Paolo only getting better.
Shit.
It's always,
Wagner only-
it's always say fuck them picks because what I was told is
Especially these
usually
days.
people who give away picks, they don't trust their own eye. So they'd rather a player already be developed because they don't want to develop them.
Cool.
So I'd rather give you my picks, give me proven players today.
I'm with it.
But history has shown that those picks have changed dynasties because just like Dallas got the #1 pick,
Well, they
that
won
came
the-
from somebody who didn't think they were going to be in the lottery.
But most times,
And they end up being a lottery.
Players aren't
But you don't
developed.
be there.
Hold on.
Players aren't developed
hold
like
on.
that anymore.
Yeah, Memphis ain't gonna be no dynasty, no fucking time
Who
soon.
said anything about
Because that's where the pick's going.
Yeah.
The picks went to Memphis.
But are they staying there, though?
But yes, the fucking picks staying there because Memphis, that's
They
absolutely.
don't need them. They're going to make moves.
Fuck yes.
I'm saying
They're
Memphis going to make
Memphis
moves
ain't
with
gonna
those
be no
picks.
dynasty no
No,
fucking
not
time
with those
soon. So we not, no.
I'm
give a fuck.
talking
Who they turn into?
I'm
Give a
talking
fuck.
about Orlando. This don't have nothing to do with
But the picks went to Memphis. You said the picks went to Memphis. Right?
Yes, the picks
They
go to
traded the
Memphis.
picks, So
Now-
you don't know who the picks gonna become. You said.
okay, now what-
Those picks have become a dynasty. These are your words. Yes. Those picks went to Memphis. Memphis ain't
this
become a
is
dynasty no time soon.
Orlando, dog.
But they traded him.
If Orlando loses next year, hold on.
If
If they get hurt like they did this
So
year,
it's a bunch of ifs again.
if they get hurt like they did this year,
If.
and they get a top 3 pick,
If.
if it's protected, they get that pick.
If.
Not, it goes to them.
If.
So you always want to put a condom on your picks because you don't know what's going to happen to your team in the next 4-6 years.
They
This
looking at what they
this
got
is
is
a
good.
6-year giveaway gift.
They
looking at
double
what
it
they
down
got
on
is good.
You
what
already
they got.
the
They
straight
looking at
up
what they got is good.
You don't want to raw dog the pick.
So you're
They
saying
looking
that
at the college landscape,
You're
right?
saying
That's what I was
They're
thinking.
looking at
There
the
ain't
college-
nothing out there to
listen,
develop
They
that
looking at the
we gonna
college
double down on.
landscape over the next 3, 4,
Yes,
5
they are.
years.
Hell yeah. That's what I
What
was
is out there?
Nothing.
What is going on? The NIL is going on. These kids are not. Do you know how many kids went back to school this year? Kids are not coming out, Gil. They're looking at the landscape moving forward. The Orlando Magic at the landscape moving forward. Is there anybody out there that's coming up in high school, college right now, that we're looking at the possibility if we keep it could help us? And they came up with the answer, no.
Not in the next 3 years.
So therefore, we're willing to get off of these picks to get a guy that we think that can help us in the area that we struggle in,
Fact.
which is shooting threes.
Easy, just
you
We
already had
solved the
him.
problem.
You already had him. There was no way to. You don't think that deal would have been done if I said I want to protect?
No.
You can have 4 picks. I protect the top 3 picks.
What was Bane's contract?
And
What was
why-
Bane's contract?
5-year, 197.
He had 197. Bane got 197.
So 4 years left,
That's how-
162
that's
left
what
on
happened,
the deal.
Gil.
What was the
Dallas-
line
that's how
for
Dallas got
that
their
trade
pick.
So,
between
Gil,
Cole
is that
Anthony
what
and
happened?
Davis?
Dallas got
What was
the
their
Is that what happened?
That's how Golden
so-
State got the #2 pick.
So, Gil,
That's how it happened.
But
is
They're
that
not
gonna
going
happen?
in like they gonna get hurt. Like,
Is that what happened?
What?
What you just said?
No, the franchise was under pressure, so they just wanted to get off of KCP, so they just did whatever to make the deal done. So they offered.
So Casey,
So they thought they was filling the void when they signed KCP. He defended.
Yeah, he defended.
And it was supposed to be a 3-point.
And it didn't happen.
That didn't pan out.
And he
in
gave
one
up on him
season,
last-
right?
and he
gave
yeah.
up whatever the case may be. So now you go out and get a guy that's been doing
20
it
a game.
for multiple years
Second
now, right?
option for the Memphis Grizzlies.
So we fill the void in that manner. like I said, they looking at the landscape, man, moving forward the next however many years. Ain't nobody out there that can help us.
And they wouldn't be there. They don't got the
They
job
had
security.
picks. They drafted bigs and this and
Wendell Carter,
Paolo.
all
So
that.
they did. So they got everything else in place.
Jonathan Isaac out
Are you
there.
actually listening to what I'm saying?
Yes, I hear what you're
Yeah.
saying.
So you're
Gil.
saying
Yes, I hear that. Yes, I hear exactly what you said. I listened.
you don't want
Yeah.
you don't want Bane. I'm giving you 4 first-round picks, but I want to protect the top 3.
Cool, but they
You
didn't do
think
that.
you think Memphis said, nah, we want it unprotected?
Yes.
Wrong, they offered it. They just wanted.
So is that what I asked you? Is that what happened for facts? So you know that for facts?
Yes.
That's what I'm asking. I asked you that.
Offered too much.
That's what I asked.
Huh?
They offered too much.
They just wanted to get rid
I
of
think they
KCP
was-
so much
Yeah.
that they just offered.
I think they was sold on Bane too. They was like,
Bane.
they was like, he's
I'm
the
saying-
perfect fit for our team.
just saying,
If that's
just
your
as a-
guy, there's
Think
no
about
price.
this.
tag.
Think about how- think about
as
the
a business,
logic.
I got to worry about today,
about the logic.
and I got to worry about tomorrow. So even if you're doing a deal with me,
If your coach ain't gonna
I'm
be there
giving
4
you
years,
4
if he
picks.
don't-
I'm
if he
giving
don't
you
win,
4 picks away.
You just signed-
I'm going to protect the back 2 just in
ain't
case.
no more.
Moses just
How
signed
much
that,
did
but still.
KCP average?
Yeah.
I'm going to
From what I
protect
heard?
the back. I'm going to protect the back 2.
KCP averages 9 points a game. We want to get rid of him so bad. We're going to get a 20-point a night guy.
Yeah, there's no price that you ain't willing to pay for that.
Well, just tell me how it makes sense. How would I go? How would I go trying to get rid of something that I don't want to get something I ain't never
Gotta
think I
overpay.
can actually
Gotta
get?
overpay for it. Gotta overpay for it.
Bane.
You gotta overpay. You gotta
And
dress
then
it
you're
up and make
looking
it
around
look
the
good.
market and you're like, well, what can we get for this right now that even makes sense for
That
us?
extension though, that
So-
don't mean no OG.
So-
It, don't,
Okay,
it
then-
does not, but
didn't want him to say- didn't
but
want him
from
to say
what
that.
they've been, right?
For sure.
To your point, absolutely, it doesn't mean a thing these days. Signing a decision as a coach don't mean an absolute thing.
They
these days.
firing them left and right.
Left and
55
right. Win or
wins.
not
they
win.
still
Win a
get rid of
championship,
them.
you get fired. So it don't matter. Coach of the year, you get fired. It don't matter, right?
Right.
But I think they see something within what they have, and they're gonna ride with it for the next however many 3-4 years. And if it don't, 2, 3, 4 years, and if it don't work, then they're gonna get off of it.
And they got rid of Cole
Right.
Anthony too.
That they didn't want.
Yeah, they
Think
didn't
about
want-
that.
And he was an easy contract to get off.
Think about
KCP
that.
got 2 years,
We got off
$43
easy
million
with that.
player option in that final year. Cole Anthony's got 2
black
years,
kid,
$26
they got
million, but a
Howard.
team option.
Yeah, they got
after the
Suggs,
season.
Howard, Steele, Black. So they still got people that.
They got a good young core. They got a good young core.
I mean, you're acting like I'm
Carter,
saying
all
that the
them.
deal
No, I
was
get
fine.
I get what you're saying. He
Cool.
offered too much.
I'm just
You
looking at the
offered-
pieces now.
like
We're not-
you was so scared to try to negotiate that you just said 4 unprotected.
They
and
ain't
said-
wanna negotiate.
Yeah, they didn't want to negotiate.
Nah, I don't want to negotiate him, man.
I just want to give just here. Just
Look,
4. So,
Here,
yeah.
I want Bane.
I want that, y'all.
Yeah.
Here you
And I
go.
was like, you could have just
Yeah.
said, hey, the last 2 picks protected just in
But
case.
think
'Cause
about what-
this is 6-7 years from now.
I'm Memphis.
I don't know where my program's going to be. Just in case. We might fuck around, get the number 1 pick, and I get to keep it just in case.
I'm
They got the
Memphis.
number 1 pick in Banchero over there
You
already. So they don't
don't
need
know.
another
Yeah,
number
but
1
one of
pick,
them is
though.
top 6 sector, right?
6 years from now.
This
Coach
pick
ain't
swap.
beat-
The
he
pick
might-
swap,
Top
2029.
I'm Memphis.
Whatever
I'm
it
trying
is,
to
man.
figure out, like, okay, you guys want my guy, our second guy? He's 22 a night.
Damn near the one
He
guy.
could be 25 a night, 40% from the 3. You think we just gonna give him up for
Nah, it's gonna
Cole
cost
Anthony and KCP?
you. Nah.
Straight up, Bane and them, straight up.
You gotta
Come on.
dress it up a little bit more than that.
Listen, you gotta take the condom.
You gotta put makeup on this pig.
And for Orlando, they
Yeah, you gotta tell her.
gotta
You gotta
put
tell
makeup on this
her.
pig,
You gotta
man,
tell her
like-
she gotta show up with no panties.
They've been trying for about 5 years to get
She
that
got
filled
to
out.
show up with
position.
no
I like Orlando.
Yeah,
They
I like
tried
that
with
piece for
Gary
Orlando.
Harris.
They've been swinging at
They've
it.
been swinging that
Swinging
Swinging
at the
and
bitch,
missing.
They've
right?
been missing.
They got it this
So you
time.
gotta
They
think-
got it this time.
Man,
Huh?
you gotta throw the whole
And they got
house.
something good
He
for
held
it.
the fort down when Ja was out.
Hell
He
yeah.
held that shit down when
did.
Ja was out, much as he
As much
could.
as he could.
And
As
he
much
can
as
play
he
well
could.
off the ball with them.
He plays off the ball.
Orlando, he plays well.
That's what he do.
ball
Catch and
with
shoot
them.
dude, man.
What?
We talked about it. The East,
fit.
East appears to be a little wide open now.
Wide
Tatum
open right
injury. But how much has Bane moved the needle for Orlando in the East? Talking about a team that was 5th in 2024, 7th last season, but dealt with some injuries, had some scoring issues.
You gonna help?
Now you
Another
roll out a
young- them
lineup
young
with
boys
Suggs,
built.
Bane, Banchero, Waggy.
Jamal gonna
Another-
go to that
Wendell
pin down
Carter
action.
potentially.
He
Yeah,
gonna go
another-
through a lot of pin down.
think
Yeah,
they-
I'm
I
saying
think
another
they
year
finished
under
top
them
4.
young boys' belt,
Yeah.
man.
Top 4.
They'll be all right.
They can be top 4.
Top 5.
Depending on what else
That's
happened.
where they was the year
Mm-hmm.
before.
Depending on what happened with Giannis and KD.
But they was 5 the year before, right? Yeah, they
Five-
five
7 games with the
yeah,
Cavs.
Yeah, especially
with
with
them bum ass
No,
Cavs.
And through the year last
And
year,
what
they was like
Boston
2-3.
Yeah, no Tatum.
Yeah, they started out. They started out good. Then
Get some stuff.
injuries to Banchero and Waggy.
Giannis, they really want to.
Jalen
now,
Suggs
yeah.
as well.
They really
I mean, it
want
helps.
to.
It feels what they need right now.
But can this squad make a run like the Rockets? I'm saying get to that top 2, top 3 in the East.
Why not?
Obviously,
Making
have some
a,
issues in
making
the
a run,
postseason,
making
but-
a run for
But that,
making a run in regular season is regular season. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
they gotta get out the first round.
this is getting out of the second round. Will they get out of the second round with this pick?
so will they get to the conference finals? Basically, is your point.
Depends on matchups, man. Depends on
Depends
who
on
they
matchups,
playing. Depends
really.
on
Depends
matchups.
on matchups.
It all. Well, we all know how this shit has been, man. Matchups, injuries, it's fucking year in, year out. Somebody's out, somebody get hurt doing it. It's unfortunate, but it happens. So
Right.
just depends on where they finish. If they finish healthy or not. If they do, they're gonna have a better record than they did last year. We know that.
Yeah.
Depends on who they match up with.
Okay.
That's it.
And last thing on the Magic front. So Desmond Bane will wear number 3 with the Magic. Magic fans are calling him 3 Rex. That's his nickname because of the
Because he got short arms.
T-Rex arm. How do y'all feel about that nickname?
That's
Terrible.
shame, bro. You just came up with that.
Yeah, I'm about to say, did you make that up?
So
You
Twitter
made
user
that up?
LaCron.
He just blamed it on Twitter.
Twitter user LaCron was the first one to tweet it.
Right.
That's
That's
how
not
you
gonna be
pick
the
on
man's
me.
name.
That's
Can't
not how I get
That's
down.
what the chat's saying. No, nigga, that's what you said.
What the chat saying is a good go-to whenever you have something on your mind. But nah, Twitter user LaCron was the first one to tweet it out.
Rex, that's terrible.
Oh,
And he don't got no neck.
Just call him by his name.
Desmond.
Why not? It's what his mama named him.
Okay.
Bang.
Mom call him Dez, I'm calling him Dez.
Call him Dez.
Like, what, yeah.
So now let's look at it from the Grizzlies side.